What's good, grind schoolers? It's your boy Rob, and we back in the shop today. The reason why I'm in the house is because I am setting up the paint gun, because today we are officially going to be putting primer down on the car. So I had to go ahead and set up the gun or whatever, and it's cold outside right now, so I got the heater out there actually working for me. So pretty much what we're gonna be doing is we are going to go outside, wait for the heater to warm everything up. We're going to officially tape up everything for the paint booth and stuff like that. We're gonna wipe the car down with some pre-paint prep. I have my polyester primer sitting over here, just chilling. It's been over there. It's been in the house overnight because I didn't want to have it in the garage and it'd be all cold by the time I go to use it. So that is what we're going to be doing today. Before we get into the video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell notification so you get a notification every single time we drop another video. Jump down in the comments and let me know how I'm doing, how y'all are liking the content, how y'all are liking the build process. I know that it's been a while since we've been trying to get this car painted and stuff like that. I actually locked down what I'm gonna do for the actual paint, so you know what I'm saying, stay tuned for all of that, man. We're moving pretty good on this car, you know, for the time that I have. But anyways, man, let's go ahead and jump into the video. Let's get started on this car because we got a lot to do today. All right, y'all, so like I said, I was in the house working on this gun. I changed out the nozzle. This one is a 1.4 nozzle. I changed it out for a 2.5 because that polyester is really thick. And then I've had this polyester primer sitting in the house overnight because obviously it's warm in the house, but it's not in the garage. So we gotta use our lacquer thinner or whatever, or our liquid hardener, my bad. Our liquid hardener, and pour some in here, or not in here, but when I mix up in the mixing cups, I gotta pour some in there. And that's all we gotta do for that. It says use 2%, so I'm not really sure how much I'm going to be using. I guess I'll figure that out in a second. But yeah, all my products, man, I've been using Eastwood products, and no, this is not a sponsored video. I'm just letting y'all know what I use, just because Eastwood, man, they pretty much got the perfect lineup. They got everything that you pretty much need. This is not an Eastwood gun, but you know, all the products I've been using, like the body fillers, the pre-prep paint prep, the rust encapsulator, the chassis paint, all that stuff has come from Eastwood, man. And I really actually do like their products. It's pretty good. So I'm gonna continue down the line. I don't think I'm gonna mix and match until I potentially go with my clear. But for now, we're just using Eastwood. I've been happy with them, and you know, they have pretty much everything that you need. So anyways, man, we're about to spin over to the garage, and we are going to go ahead and get the rest of the booth ready. And like I said, we're gonna go ahead and wipe the car down with that pre-paint prep. We're gonna go ahead and start masking it off, and then we'll be ready to shoot. All right, y'all, so I got my heater heating up the space. I'm probably, this says that it should heat about 500 square feet. So right now, I just have it sitting here until I move the Camaro. I'll move this over a little bit. It's not gonna be too cold today, but I just wanted to get like a jump start on the space, because the warmth is not gonna get into the garage until probably about noon, and it's real early. So I just decided to get a little jump start, just, you know, just in case or whatever. And then I got all the rest of my stuff. I got my my lacquer thinner to clean my guns and stuff. Got some more stir sticks, got some more masking paper, and then I got my mixing cups. So we got everything that we need. So now all we have to do is throw a piece of tape, probably not that high, but throw a piece of tape, tape these up so that, you know, they're not open and then we have to go down to the bottom, tape the bottom to the area that is, you know, obviously hanging over the top. What we'll probably do is we might go ahead and, like, once we tape the bottom, we'll probably put like some weights or something down below so that this doesn't like continue to keep flopping this way and getting in my way. And then we also have to mask up the bottom of the car, the wheels and stuff like that. Throw that fan in there and cover up the garage door. So we got a pretty decent amount of work to do before we start spraying, but it shouldn't take too long. It's just gonna take just attacking it really. And then, you know, once everything's all masked up and ready to go, we should be ready to spray. So I got the gun already set up. I got everything pretty much good to go. I still gotta go get some more box fans so that I can ventilate from the bottom. And yeah, after that, everything else should be, you know, copacetic. Everything else should be good. Yeah, I'll probably put like I said, something on this side just to keep it from flopping like that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, probably start with vacuuming off the car. And then I'll probably, after that, go ahead and start putting the pre-prep on the car, wiping it down, and then I'll start masking it off. It probably won't be in that order, but you know, we're gonna do what it do. We're gonna get it knocked out. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, grind schoolers, so we got everything all masked up. I went ahead and hit the car with some went around it, tack clothed it all down, so it should be good to go. Shouldn't be any issues there. I got my other fan here for my outlet. I wanted 2 of them, but we don't have 2 of them, so it's all good. I'll just open up the garage a little bit. I already got this other one open, and then we'll have our outlet. We have our inlet there, and we also have a filter on the back of that, so when it starts to blow, it's not blowing stuff into my paint. The tires, I was trying to put the plastic up over that. Unfortunately, that was not working too well, so we went ahead and just tucked it up under there. And yeah, we got everything all taped up. We just gotta put this paper on the bottom to cover up the frame, and then we should be good to go, man. Like I said, everything's all masked up. Got the windows masked up. Got back here all masked up, ready to go. And then we just gotta turn on the compressor. I was running the heater earlier today, so it should be all good to go. And then all we gotta do is mix up our polyester primer and our hardener and pour it in, and we'll get started spraying. So yeah, I guess everything turned out pretty good. I thought I was gonna have to put some weights down here, but once I taped it, this drop cloth kind of stayed where it needed to be, so it's all good. Yeah, everything's coming together. I can't wait till we can get some primer on here so it can be all one color at least, just for now. And then obviously we'll go through our paces, go through our processes and stuff like that. In order to hold that fan in the window, I had to use a string. So I just nailed it and tightened it up. So I might throw another one across there if I can find my string, just for security purposes. And then we got to tape the bottom of the drop cloth back there. Once all that stuff is done, we're good to go. This cord here can hang just because I'm not spraying in the back. I'm just going this side and that side, and we're good to go. So that's not a big issue. But yeah, you know, I'm gonna stretch out my hose and make sure I can go all the way across around the car first. And then I have my ladder on the other side. I'm gonna start on this side, but I have my ladder on that side so that I can get the top of the car and spray the top of the car and stuff. So yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and set y'all up somewhere. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna set you guys up at. And yeah, we'll get started spraying. So let me go ahead and get this gun together. We'll get this gun together, get this polyester stuff mixed up, and then we'll get started spraying. Oh, also, I'm probably going to tape some paper across that side so that I can test my fan, whatever call my fan pattern. There you go. Test my pattern. I guess it should look like a football, so that's what we're gonna do. I'll tape some paper up there so that we're all good to go. And then yeah, so let's get to it, man. Like I said, I'm gonna set y'all up. I'm super geeked about it. I'm a little nervous because, you know, I've never painted a whole entire car. This is my very, very, very first one, and I've done so much work to get it to this point. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do what we gotta do. Also, before anybody says anything, obviously I have to cut a hole for the plastic, and then I'll tape the plastic onto the fan, onto the sides of the fan, so that, you know, we don't have any issues with, you know, dust and dirt flying through the window or anything like that. Like I said, I got this garage door open, so we should have plenty of air flowing through here. The degrees, it says don't spray below 60 degrees, and it's definitely not below 60 degrees in here. It feels pretty good. Plus we got the sunlight warming it up in here, and then I got my my coveralls. So once I get everything all set up, I'll throw this on, throw my mask on, start the compressor, get it running, and then after that we'll get spraying. So only thing I gotta do, like I said, is just tape this to the frame and we'll be good to go. So let's get to it. high schoolers. There she is. I was trying to record as I was, you know, spraying and stuff like that, but as you guys saw in the video, the booth collapsed on me. I stepped on the plastic, and instead of trying to stop and fix it, I just decided to keep going and trying to move the camera around, trying to find a place to put it. It was just too much. So that's the reason why I didn't record the whole process, but it turned out pretty good. Turned out pretty decent, man. Right here where you see the blue and where I taped it off right there, I decided not to do that just because I gotta sand all that stuff down. And as I said in my last video, I had to get some more sandpaper. I already see some imperfections that are in the body right now, which I knew there was gonna be imperfections, obviously, because when I sanded it down to bare metal, you can't really see everything that's wrong with it. And this polyester primer is just, it's meant to be sanded down and whatever. So we're gonna go back through the process again, sand some stuff down, sand some more areas down. Right here, I messed up because I rubbed up against the car. So there's a run there because I tried to fill that space all the way in, back with the primer. And I tried to build it up a little bit. So we're gonna have to sand that down. Most of this material will probably end up on the floor. You see there's a little bit of trash in the primer and stuff like that. So all of that stuff will get sanded out and cleaned up and stuff like that. But for the most part, man, this looks pretty good. I'm actually really happy with the turnout. I'm really happy with the turnout, how it turned out, because for the most part, I've never seen it just one solid color before. I've never seen it one solid color before, and just having primer on it just makes me feel really happy, puts a smile on my face. I don't have much primer left, so what I'm gonna do is probably do the body work on this tomorrow, sand it down, and then I'll prime this as well, and then whatever I have left over, I'll fill in any other spots that I think are a little bit too low. So but for the most part, I think it's pretty good. Now we'll just guide coat it, sand it down, fill in any imperfections that we have, and then we'll keep it moving. Like I said, I'm real disappointed with how the booth kind of turned out, just because after I stepped on this piece of plastic, it just kind of collapsed and fell, and then that part fell over there. My feet were sticking to the plastic on the bottom. I don't know if I stepped in some paint, but my shoes are pretty sticky. So I was trying to fight against, like, trying to get the plastic off my feet, trying to keep the hose off of the car, all at the same time, trying not to get the booth to collapse. It was just a lot, and that's why, like I said, it was just a little bit more difficult for me to just try to film and stuff like that. But yeah, man, I think it turned out pretty good, pretty decent. Still got to dry right there, but I think it turned out pretty good for the most part. And you could kind of see some areas where there's body filler and stuff through there, so I'm gonna probably go back over that, and then you can see some areas like right here where there's some body filler, so I'll probably go back over those areas when I do the tailgate. I'll probably try to get the tailgate done tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be able to or not, but if I'm successful in that, then we'll get that knocked out. We'll get all these imperfection areas out. Looks like I must have wiped up against the car there again. This part is not too bad, you know what I'm saying, like with this particular primer, just because most of it got to get sanded out anyway. But this cannot happen when I am laying down paint and stuff like that, so we're gonna have to figure that out some way, somehow. As you can see, we still got a lot of blocking to do right here. It was kind of hard to tell what needed to be done, but we're gonna go ahead and sand that down, make it nice and smooth. Like I said, we'll guide coat it, get everything all situated. Down here is not too bad. I pretty much doctored up this whole entire panel, and it doesn't look bad at all. So we're gonna obviously guide coat in there, finish all that stuff. It'll cover up all those spots that you can kind of still see. You still kind of can see through the primer right here. But like I said, I was kind of being a little bit more generous or less generous right here, just because I still had to sand that area down. And yeah, we're gonna have to fix this some more. So it looks like I'm gonna have a little bit more body filler that needs to go in there to smooth that down, smooth it out. But for the most part, man, everything looks pretty good. I'm gonna just let this dry, and then once it's all dry, we'll go ahead and guide coat it, sand it down, and you know, we'll be ready for epoxy. So I think I did pretty decent for my first time ever, like primering up an entire car or painting an entire car or whatever. I think I did pretty decent. I was fighting against, you know, the gun as well. I was fighting against that, but you know, like I said, for the most part, I think I did pretty good. Only time will tell once this car is painted, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to figure out a situation with this gun. I think it did pretty good for the most part, but it still was something was going on with it. But it did pretty good. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna clean it now. I'm gonna get everything all wrapped up. I'm gonna clean all this stuff up so I can pull the car in, and yeah, we'll just continue to keep on moving forward. But there's the Elko, man. It's in primer. It looks really, really good. Like I said, you know, the camera kind of, you know, you can kind of see some of the imperfections on the camera. I can obviously see them because I'm right here, but we're gonna correct all those areas that I could kind of see the body filler through, which this was the next stage before the epoxy goes down. So now, after the guide coating and sanding it down, it should be nice and smooth. We may hit it again in certain areas with the polyester, and then after that, we'll be good to go. So tomorrow what we'll do is we'll go ahead and start working on this tailgate. And then I don't know if I'll get it in poly tomorrow. If so, then that's good. If not, then whatever. We'll go ahead and I won't spray the car in polyester again until this is done, because I only have a little bit left and I want to get this covered up, and then I can go get all the areas that I need to, that are imperfected. So tomorrow we'll get this, we'll guide coat, we'll sand some of the areas that I can see that need more attention, and then we'll go ahead and shoot it again with the polyester in the areas that it needs, and then we'll go ahead and sand it down again, and then we'll be ready for epoxy. So I know that was a lot, man, but we're moving right along, y'all. We're moving right along. So anyways, man, I'll chop it with y'all in a second. I'm gonna go ahead, clean all this mess up, and then we'll chop it in a minute. All right, grind schoolers, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it, man. I had a great time spraying the car, man. Now that it's starting to dry, it looks a lot better. And you know, as I was doing it, I started to realize, like, I'm not a professional. Do I want it to be as perfect as possible? Yes, I do. And that's why I'm taking so much time and effort in doing it the right way. But at the end of the day, like I said, I'm not a professional. This is my very first car spraying and shooting. There's nobody here telling me, guiding me, showing me what to do, telling me what to do, telling me how to hold stuff. I pretty much learned every single thing that I'm doing from YouTube. So, you know, watching Sprayway videos, watching True Grit Customs, watching, you know, Far Away Customs, Paint Society, and Eastwood, watching these guys paint these cars, man, and just trying to pick up whatever tips and tools that I can get. And the reason why I decided to do it myself is, like I explained before, I can't have this car gone for 8 months as well. There wouldn't be any YouTube content, and there's so much other things that need to be done to the car that, you know, 8 months is a pretty long time. And also too, it would be really expensive. You know what I mean? This car took a lot of work. to get it to where it's at. And that's just based on my expertise. Now, how I would want it to be done by a professional, it would cost $15,000, $20,000 easy. I got quoted 12, I got quoted 20. And to be honest with you, I'm not trying to pay all that type of money for a paint job. You know what I mean? And especially out here in Colorado where there's not that many people that do this type of stuff. And on top of that, I don't want to take the chance or the risk with my car being in somebody else's hands and they're not doing it the right way. They're just slapping bundle on it, covering things up, and then they're trying to tell me, okay, it's $20,000. Nah, I really don't. I have trust issues, I guess I could say. I don't trust anybody with my stuff. So that's why I opted to do it myself. It's gonna look amazing. And if it's wrong, we'll sand it down, do it again. And we're gonna do the best that we possibly can and continue to keep on working with it. We've gone pretty far to this point. There still is a little bit of body work. I said the body work was 100% done in my last video, but that's not the case. I still see some imperfections that need to be corrected. But we're gonna do what we gotta do to get this thing straight. And yo, I'm geeked about it, man. I think that it turned out pretty dope. I think that you know, like I just took my time. And you know, did what I had to do with it, and you know, it looks good. So anyways, man, we just got the first layer of primer down on the car. We're gonna go around it with some polyester primer, obviously. I mean, not polyester, epoxy primer, obviously, after we guide coat and sand it down, like I said in the previous, a little bit ago or whatever. But anyways, man, I hope y'all enjoyed it, man. I wanted to show y'all a little bit more of me spraying and stuff like that, but like I said, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, man. It was just way too much going on. So anyways, man, I appreciate all the love and support that y'all been showing. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you get a notification every single time we drop another video. If you're a painter, drop down in the comment section and leave me some comments. Let me know how I'm doing. All criticism, whatever, is accepted. I appreciate everything that y'all do for me. Yeah, but go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man. Don't wait. We got some lit content coming for this thing, man. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man. Stay tuned for what color I'm going to paint the car. I'll reveal the color maybe next month. I won't say next month because it's about to be December. I'll say in January. I'll probably reveal the color, whatever. I was doing a lot of research on what color I wanted to make it, and I pretty much decided. So anyways, man, like I said, thanks for all the love and all the support and everything like that. It means the world to me. So anyways, man, without further ado, I'm gonna conclude this video. Always remember, work hard so you can live free.